the Audrey
and Jeremy Show!
Hey guys, today for this episode, we're going to talk to one of my friends. Her name is Robin Glasser. So now we're going to talk about her job and career and how long she has been doing it for. So let's get started.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to be here and thrilled to see you. I've known Audrey since she was 5 years old.
Wow.
And it's amazing watching you grow up and watching you blossom into this amazing person. And I've met Jeremy along the years also.
Okay. Yeah, a couple
Oh, wow.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, that's real
It's
fun.
so funny because I'm actually Audrey's boyfriend.
I know that.
Yeah. We have been talking about you a lot.
But you've known each other for your whole lives,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Right,
Yes.
right. And do you ever talk about how it turned from friends into the boyfriend thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have.
We
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I guess you're not going to tell me about it.
We're mostly going to talk about you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard that you were a ballet dancer.
Yes.
What age have you started to dance?
So I started dancing when I was about 5, and I danced all the way until I was 30. And I had a full career as a dancer and hurt my back. And then I decided to go back to school to become a children's book illustrator. But that's because I drew my whole life, and I really love to draw, and I just knew that I had this second passion. So I was lucky enough to be able to do it.
How long did it take you to write the new book?
To get my first book?
Yeah.
Are you saying? Well, see, after dancing, I went back to school. I went to school for 4 years. I went to arts college in New York, Parsons. And then it took me another 5 years of making books before a publisher finally called me up one day to ask me would I illustrate a book that they had bought. And it happened to be on the day I was going to the hospital to have my son, Benjamin. I was literally in labor
No,
on the way to the hospital when the phone rang, and it was the editor saying, "Hi, we'd like you to illustrate a book for us." And I said, "Great, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is I'd love to do it. The bad news is I'm about to have a baby any minute, so how much time can you give me?" And she said, "Well, can you give me some sketches in a week?" And I said, "Sure." So I went to the hospital, had my son Benjamin, came home, and got to work on my first book.
Oh, that's great. What was the name of the first book?
It was based on Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, which was a classic book at the time. And it was a sequel to that about moving. Yes.
Oh, that's
And that was
great.
my first book, but it took me 9 years from the time I stopped dancing to learn how to become an illustrator. So that's why when people ask me, "Hey, can you illustrate my book?" I'm like, well, it takes a lot of years to get to that point.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, do you have any questions?
I heard that the invitation to the White House. That was really cool, actually.
Yeah.
And how you do that with the White House.
Yes. Well, what really happened before I got to the White House is I made books for about
Wow.
30 years.
Oh, boy.
And I had a very big series called Fancy Nancy.
Yeah, I heard of that story.
I think maybe you did, Audrey, because you actually appear in some of those books, don't you?
I did,
Yeah,
yeah.
I drew you into those books because you were so adorable when you. Well, I knew Audrey since she was 5, and you were just so adorable. So I kept drawing you in all my books. But anyway, we did about 80 Fancy Nancy books,
Wow.
and so because the books were well known, the White House was having a read for Halloween, and they called it Hollow Read. And they invited 8 authors and illustrators to come and read to the children the day before Halloween this year. So I happened to get to go there and meet Joe Biden and Jill Biden, and it was an amazing day.
That's cool.
Okay, that is so cool. So my question is, when you first met Lou Violin, like, was it cool to meet the president before?
It was surprisingly comfortable for some reason. I think because we all know him he's been in politics working hard for America for 50 years, and I've been watching him doing really good work for Americans for 50 years. So meeting him in person was almost like meeting a friend, you know. And,
Wow.
and I was there with the author of the book, of the Fancy Nancy books, Jane O'Connor, and she just burst into tears and hugged him and said, "Thank you, President Biden, for the work that you've done for America for my entire life." So, yeah,
Wow.
that's amazing.
That is,
It's nice.
it feels so nice that he's like that.
Yeah,
and
it's
his
wonderful.
wife Jill,
Yeah.
and that's like inspiring me. Actually, inspiring me right now. So
Yeah.
You want to hear what the most surprising thing was?
Yes.
I didn't expect him to be so tall.
How
So
tall was he?
he's a tall man. Yeah. So I don't know why. I guess when you're looking at somebody in a television set, they seem like they're just as little like us.
Yeah,
And then he
yeah.
was just a very big man.
So meeting him in person is different than seeing him on the TV.
Television.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Okay.
know. Yeah. But it also made me realize that people are people. You know, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter
Yeah.
what they do, they're just people. And they're not any better or worse than any of us.
Yeah.
They're just people. And you also, if they have faults, you have to accept that because we
Yeah.
all have faults. So,
Yeah.
you know, for all their goodness and for what they may make mistakes, you have to forgive them because they're just people
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to do the best they can.
Have you ever made a mistake in your book series?
I have made so many mistakes in my life, it's a joke.
and we laugh about it.
Yeah. That's
You
the
don't
best
want to
thing
hear
about it.
You want to hear a funny one?
Yeah.
Sure.
In one of my books, Fancy Nancy, it's JoJo, her little sister's birthday.
Yeah.
And the artwork was finished, and I'd sent it in, and it was about to be published, and somebody noticed that on the cake I'd written Happy Birthday. I forgot the T on the cake.
Everybody does that. So
Yeah.
But so many people, including me, 400 times had looked at that page and never noticed I left the T out of birthday.
it's okay. I do that sometimes.
It would have been embarrassing if it had gone to press.
Don't worry,
and
yeah.
had,
You're not
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
lie.
So
Not
did you
in the
fix
world.
it before you turned it in?
Yeah, they were able to Photoshop a T
Oh,
in there
good.
real fast.
Okay. Okay. That was good. That's good.
Yeah,
That
but
was
that's
funny.
why it takes so many people to make anything, to make a product that it's good that you have a lot of people. And what's important also, I like to tell people that no matter how high you get up in something, you need to have advisors. You have to listen to people. You're
Yeah.
not the boss of the world. You have to be able to listen to other people who will give you, and you need to be able to hear them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So I have another question for you.
Okay.
About Fancy Nancy.
Okay.
What has been your favorite part of making the series?
That's a really good question, Audrey. The best part is meeting, like you when you were 5. And I figured in the 30 years of making books, and every time a book comes out, I go on what's called a book tour. I travel around the country and I go into schools, maybe 3 schools a day,
Wow.
and a bookstore. I figured out I've met about 1 million kids in all those years. And I re-meet those people,
Yeah.
who grow up, because
Yeah.
I met you 15 years ago when my first books came out, and now look at you. And that happens all the time. I'll go to USC in LA has a big book festival. And kids who are at college now who met me when they were very little will come and see me and say, I remember your advice that was work really hard at what you're good at, and you may achieve, your greatest dreams.
Yeah, for me with kids, we love reading your books.
Oh, thank you, Audrey.
And I did want to mention that I think you kind of helped me when I was 5 to help me be a very popular kid.
How come?
Yeah, because
What did I do?
Well, the Fancy Nancy contest.
Yes.
Turns out I didn't really win, but you chose me.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
so with that, I was on the newspaper,
That's right.
and this was really crazy because in the beginning I wasn't that famous until Robin showed up and I read the books, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to be famous one day. So with that, you helped me become what I am right now.
Wow.
So thank you.
I didn't even realize that. But what happened was there was a contest for little children around the country to send in photographs of themselves dressed as Fancy Nancy. And then HarperCollins, it's based in New York, chose a girl, a random girl, and she then was drawn into the books. But somehow I had met you, and I decided, well, I'm putting Audrey in this book also. So I put you in my Mermaid Ballet book, Fancy Nancy and the Mermaid Ballet book. And then the newspaper picked up the article, and then I had a tea party at my house with all your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lots of fun.
Then I did the same thing at my house. I forgot how old I was when I was turning then.
Maybe like 8
Or something. I
Very
don't really remember how old I was turning.
Yeah.
Robin went to my house and we had like a tea party and crown making.
Yeah.
And for some reason I still remember that.
Well, I remember you wanted to show me a puzzle of yours, and we sat in your little playroom area on the floor, and we were making puzzles together. And your party was going on, and we're like, we're busy making puzzles. I remember that.
Adorable.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah, you were like 8.
That was so cute.
I know.
Yes.
The Verts.
Oh yeah, the new book that got released. What was your favorite thing about that book that you released?
Okay, so I have done other books besides the Fancy Nancy books, and I've done now 3 books with a novelist named Ann Patchett. And this latest book is called The Verts. It's about a brother and a sister who are, one's an introvert, one's an extrovert.
Yes.
And in case people don't know what that is, an extrovert is somebody like Jeremy.
Thank
Very expressive with a lot of, outgoing person.
Yeah.
And I'm actually more of an introvert. Do you know that about me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you are?
I think I'm in the mix of both.
So that's called an ambivert. That's somebody who's outgoing, and I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
And I think I probably am that way too. I think I'm a high functioning introvert, which means that I can be extroverted, but I really need at the end of the day to go home and recharge my batteries and have some quiet time and not be bombarded by the world. Whereas I bet you're happy to have a party anytime.
Anytime I want.
Am I right?
You're totally right about that one. My mom does that a lot with me. I think I remember that long time ago. I think you met my mom.
I did. Yes, I remember.
That was really cool.
Yes.
Would you write a book about us or not?
So let's start at the beginning of this. First of all, mostly I just illustrate the books. And illustrating a book takes about a year of my time, first of all. So I only can do a certain amount of books a year, like 1 or 2 a year. Mm-hmm. And the books are written by an author generally, not me, and then bought by a publisher. and then the publisher hires the illustrator to illustrate the book. So I wouldn't actually even generate the idea. That just isn't the part that I do. But you know what I do, there's so much else that I do. The only part I don't do is the words. Everything else I have to do is to design the costumes. I'm the director, I'm the editor, I'm the costume designer and the scenic designer. You know, it's like creating an entire movie. I have to do the entire world of something. So it's a big effort. So what I don't do is the words. I need somebody to give me the words for a story.
Yeah,
so,
and then you can illustrate the book.
And then if I have the time in my schedule, then I will choose to illustrate that book. But it has to, the publisher has to hire me and pay me.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
really
that's why
cool.
we're not going to make a book about us.
I'm not going to make a book about you, but if you guys would write a book and sell it to the publisher and they want to do a book about you, then we see.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's sort of a bigger, it took me 9 years to get to get a publisher to use me as an illustrator. It usually takes a bit of time to get a publisher to buy your book too.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about making costumes?
So I think that what you might be asking me is about the designing the look of the
Yeah, that's what I
character.
meant.
Yeah, like designing.
I couldn't know how to say it right.
Exactly. Because, for instance, in the play, they're actually wearing costumes based on my illustrations, but I have to design those outfits or costumes or whatever you want to call it. I mean, they're costumes.
Yeah.
And very much what people wear are a part of the expression of who they are.
Yeah.
They say who they are. Like, who do you think I am from my black turtleneck and my hair severely pulled back into a bow? What am I saying about myself with this look?
Kind of looks like you Fancy Nancy a little bit.
You really think so? Because I think what I look like is a spy.
Oh, actually, I can kind of see that. Oh, like an agent. Like an agent.
Like James Bond. But
Oh, yes.
Jules Bond.
Little bit of Daniel Craig, but I don't honestly see that.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Maybe Mission Impossible.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to be? You're growing up.
What I wanted to be. So when I was a little girl, like, what did you want to be when you grew up? Let's hear that.
Okay, this is interesting. When I was a kid, I really wanted to be an astronomer.
An astronomer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What
It's
about
crazy
you,
about
Jordan?
it.
For me?
Yeah.
A surfer.
Surfer. Yes, I knew that about you. So I wanted to be 3 things. First thing, ballet dancer. Check. Did that. Second thing, because I love to draw, illustrator of children's books. Check. Third thing, spy.
Oh, wow.
And you know why?
Why?
Because my favorite book was Harriet the Spy, about a little girl who would spy on her neighbors. And I was the oldest of 4 sisters. And we lived in a tiny little house with 1 bathroom. And they were in my business all the time. And they were driving me crazy. So I invented a whole language, a spy language, so I could write mean things about my sisters in the book. And so I invented this whole language and I would write all the time, and they didn't know what I was saying. And it was usually things like, we went shopping and I got school shoes and mine are prettier than Erica's and she thinks hers are pretty and they're ugly. And that's the kind of terrible mean thing that I would say about my sisters.
That is so funny.
I was practicing how to be a spy.
Oh, that is cool.
Okay.
But I didn't grow up to be one, but that's why I dress like this. I'm kind of a ninja.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Will one of you ask this? Say, would you be honest with us if you were a spy?
If you,
Yeah, would you?
Would you be a spy?
Would I be honest with you if I was a
Yeah.
spy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I am, and you don't even know it.
I love this. So, now we're going to do some random questions.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
fun. I love that.
And I'm just gonna put it right in the middle.
Adorable. I love
It
this
is
little
adorable,
box.
right?
Goodness.
I have no idea.
So now wait, I get to pick one of these?
Yeah, we each get to pick a question and then we all try to answer it.
Ooh, okay.
I love this.
This is so fun and very mysterious and spy-like.
Yeah.
Do we have to like eat the paper and so that nobody like
You noticed?
can find it? Like it self-destructs when
I
this is
love
over.
this. I love this already.
What skill do you wish you could learn with a magical snap of your finger?
Oh, wow.
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis, okay.
I can move things with my mind,
Okay.
like floating a cup of coffee to me, so I don't have to physically get up and make a coffee.
I see. So basically you're a little lazy.
Okay. Yes. Oh, by the
I
way,
do that to you.
my family, if you're listening to this right now, I'm not lazy. I just said telekinesis because I like to move stuff. With my mind, not with my hands.
That's totally me. I'm so lazy. To be honest with you, I am. Just like yesterday.
What?
I was lazy yesterday.
Okay, so how about you?
For me? Oh, wow. I have a lot, but I'm going to choose one because I know I'm not here all day.
What is it?
Uh,
And this is probably coffee.
No,
What?
I'm only doing one. I will say master. Okay.
Master of
Okay.
surfing?
No, it's
Master
not
of the
surfing.
universe.
Wow.
You
Okay.
stumped?
What?
Are you stumped?
Yeah. But I can do it. Okay.
Dog training.
Oh yeah, dog training. Actually, I'm gonna say
Dog?
dog training.
Dog training?
Yeah, I have a dog now.
Aw. But I mean, but you could do that.
Actually,
This
Is that with a finger?
This says magically.
magically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So think of something like that you probably can't do, like
Telekinesis.
telekinesis.
I will-
Actually, I mean, that
Like
would have
what
to
you're
be
good
magic.
at? Okay, I want to
Yeah,
say singer.
Magic. Singer.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
say that too, but since
Oh,
you-
magically have like a singer's voice.
yeah, beautiful singer's voice.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that was going to be mine. So because you stole it,
Dang it.
I'm going to say I would like to be a famous comedian, a stand-up comedian.
I can see that.
That'd be
Like-
awesome.
Like Nate Bargatze. He's like
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
favorite new comedian. Or Josh Johnson. You have to
Oh,
check
yeah.
out Josh
Oh.
Johnson. He's so smart. He's one of my favorites. So now you have to eat this. No, I'm kidding.
It's so
Okay,
funny because I
yeah.
love Cat Johnson myself.
Okay, Audrey's turn.
okay.
Anything else, Audrey?
Okay, well, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh.
You don't want to hear me doing karaoke because I cannot sing. But you know what I love? Blackbird by the Beatles. Blackbirds in the
Yes.
Yes, that's a
Yeah.
good song. That's a good
Yeah,
song.
I like that.
It sounds like a lullaby.
It is, yeah.
But
sounds
I-
like that.
That's also my favorite, but I'm gonna say something not related. It's actually one of the songs by the Beatles.
Okay, what is it?
Yellow Submarine.
Oh, that's fun.
Never had to guess that.
I'm not gonna say like Jelly Roll or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so mine, if I had to pick a song, okay, it's called Sixth Season
Right now, I can't.
by Noah Khan.
Yeah.
It's a new song that came out.
Let's hear it.
He's another sticks and I call your mom. She forgot that I just did is half my fault, but I like to pay the victim with
Hey.
alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas.
Hey.
You are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like one of my favorite songs too.
That's so nice.
Yeah, that's one of my
Okay,
favorites.
Jeremy, your turn.
Wow. Ah. I like this
Oh, that's a
one.
good question. Huh?
That's exactly what I did yesterday. Not yesterday.
That's
the
the
day
question
before.
that I picked out, by the way.
Who would you like to be stuck in an elevator with?
If I was really stuck in an elevator,
Yeah.
I'd want to be with my husband because I am the worst. I panic.
Wow.
And I'll probably have a heart attack and start freaking out. And so my husband would have to be there to hold my hand and to tell me to calm down
Yeah.
and that everything's going to be all right.
That's nice. How about you?
Oh man, I got everyone.
Yeah.
You want everyone in the elevator to have
No,
a party.
if I had to choose one,
Yeah.
that's hard to tell.
I know.
Say Audrey.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would say Audrey.
Oh,
Me.
But she's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
about you?
I was also gonna choose my boyfriend.
Oh, we're so
Yeah.
romantic, all
Yeah,
of us.
yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, because we both have a lot in common. So when we do freak out, we can just sing together.
Yeah.
Nobody said Timothy Chalamet.
I kind of like him.
I
That's
did
so
not
funny.
thought of that. I did not
It's
thought
so
of
funny 'cause
that.
I love Timothy Chalamet. Because
I
he
would
does
if I had to choose.
Wonka.
If I really had to choose somebody that's not doing me right now,
Yeah.
I would definitely say Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Definitely Taylor Swift.
Mine will be Travis Kelce.
I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that.
Because he just won the Super Bowl. And, no, if he was in the Super now he's in the
What?
Super Bowl.
Okay, now we're just talking about football.
Oh, okay.
I love Travis Kelce. If you're there, buddy, I'm there.
Okay.
I think they should invite you over.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Robin, how can we find you?
How can you find me?
Yeah.
Well, you know where I live.
Uh,
But I don't
Sure.
want the whole world to know where I live.
yeah,
That's just
I know.
a secret.
That'd be creepy if
That'd
we
be
all showed up at
creepy.
your house and be like, "I need your photo. Where's your book? I want you to send my book."
That would be creepy.
Yeah,
You're right.
Creepy.
definitely.
Okay, so, I see I have to put that back because you might want to use these again with somebody else. Although I'm the best guest you ever had. So never mind.
I was
about
going to
that.
say that. I'm going to say it my best right now is definitely Robin.
I'm the best today.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to find me, you can go on my website, which is my name, robinpriceglasser.com, but it's spelled weird. P-R-E-I-S-S, Price Glasser, G-L-A-S-S-E-R. Yeah, it's German. Yeah.
I think my name is also
Are you
Yeah.
German too?
I think
Yeah,
I
you're
am.
You're back.
I'm,
I think I am.
I'm a little bit of Irish.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
You definitely look like an Irish belle.
Yeah.
And I'm on Instagram as well. Yes, and so are you guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to know something.
Yeah.
This doesn't have to be in this thing. How do you get to have more Instagram people? How do you get people to like I have a whole Disney show. Okay, so you can put this in. So Fancy Nancy was made into a Disney animated TV series.
Oh yeah, I heard
It was
that.
on television on Disney for 3 years, and I only have like a few followers on Instagram. Why?
Maybe because you need to promote a little bit more about it, so
I have
more
to
people
what?
can follow it.
What do
Like,
I have to do?
Promote.
Yeah, promote
Promote.
the videos and
How do you do it?
Disney. All you have to do is
Can I
just
hire
post
you?
a lot. You just
Wait.
need to post a
Just-
lot about like your
Oh,
books.
I see.
I know a good way.
What? How?
Follow us on Instagram at the Audrey and Jeremy Show.
Hey.
I love you. I love the name of your show,
Thanks.
Thanks.
and I really enjoyed being here with you today. This
That
was
was
so
so
much
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is really fun.
Very fun.
Thank you.
The Audrey
And Jeremy Show.